The Creator is a film you have to watch for a multitude of reasons. It's an intriguing look at the old science fiction trope of artificial intelligence posing a threat to mankind. This time, the subject is given far much more nuance as well as time to explore the machine side of the story. It marks a return to form for Gareth Edwards, who previously made his mark on the blockbuster landscape with 2014's Godzilla and Rogue One, a Star Wars story, now crafting an original story with a budget you might expect from an indie movie and not a sprawling science fiction epic. It's an original story in a Hollywood that's used intellectual properties as both a foundation and a crutch, and its success could open the doors for similar fare on the silver screen. But how does The Creator end? Above all else, The Creator is an entertaining and rather stirring film that explores the fallout of a war between artificial intelligence and humanity through the eyes of soldier Joshua. Joshua is roped back into action when the military discovers that the artificial intelligence called Narrated, aka the Creator, has developed a weapon called Alpha-01 that could tip the tide in the machine's favor. Joshua elects to go on the mission to destroy Alpha-01 when he learns that he may see his wife, Maya, again. Maya was presumed dead during the U.S. military's first attempt to take Narrated out. When his squadron breaks into New Asia, the haven for all machines, Joshua learns that Alpha-01 is not a weapon. It is a synthetic being that has taken the form of a young girl. Joshua and Alpha-01, now going by the nickname Alfie, go on the hunt to find Maya, with humans and machines in hot pursuit of them both. While on the run, Joshua and Alfie contact Joshua's friend and fellow soldier, Drew, who is currently residing in New Asia. Drew reveals two massive pieces of information, chief among them the fact that Alfie is designed to grow like any other human being would. He also reveals that Maya is the creative force behind Narrated, which is a massive shock for Joshua. Flashbacks throughout the film reveal that Joshua was a sleeper agent meant to get close to Maya and learn about Narrated's relationship so that he could terminate it. But in the process, he fell in love with her and even fathered a child with her. Joshua and Alfie end up being escorted to a machine sanctuary by Haroon, an AI revolutionary who raised Maya when her parents were killed in the AI/human war. There they find out that Maya is barely alive. Joshua also learns that she based Alfie on their unborn child. Military forces storm the sanctuary, leaving Joshua no choice but to terminate Maya's life support in one of many heart-wrenching scenes sprinkled throughout The Creator. Up to this point, he'd merely thought that machines were a menace to all humanity, but learning about the role his wife played as Narrated, as well as the time he spent with Alfie, convinces him that he has to end the war by any means necessary. In order to stop the rest of the AI sanctuaries from being destroyed, Joshua and Alfie hijack a space shuttle and fly to Miamiweek, the massive orbital weapon system that the military has used to conduct airstrikes on AI strongholds. Alfie uses her electromagnetic powers to stop Miamiweek from firing its missiles, while Joshua attaches explosives to one of the warheads set to detonate. However, Alfie discovers a number of synthetics on board Miamiweek, with one of them bearing a striking resemblance to Maya. Using a scan of Maya's brain that was performed prior to her death, Alfie boots up the synthetic and attempts to drag it to the shuttle, but she fails. Joshua manages to get Alfie into one of Miamiweek's escape pods and launches it, all the while struggling from a lack of oxygen due to his having to blow the shuttle's airlock to stop Miamiweek's armed forces from killing her. The pod launches just as the bombs go off, destroying Miamiweek and Joshua along with it. But Joshua manages to secure a moment of peace before his fiery end. While racing through Miamiweek, he encounters the Maya synth and kisses her just as the station explodes. Even though it's wires and steel instead of blood and flesh, it still contains her essence, her soul, meaning that his quest to reunite with her wasn't in vain. The creator's ending also brings its story together in a rather heartbreaking way. Early in the film, Joshua and Alfie discuss the nature of heaven. "Are you going to heaven?" Alfie asks. Joshua replies that he won't because you have to be a good person to go to heaven. Before launching Alfie's pod, he tells her that he's going to heaven, in effect absolving himself of the guilt that's plagued him. The sanctuary where they find Maya is also referred to as Tanting, which translated into English means heaven. The creator marks a growing theme in Gareth Edwards' films, that of self-sacrifice, where the protagonist will often end up losing their life to make sure others can live theirs. Godzilla features a scene where Ford Brody must detonate a nuclear warhead, even though there's a good chance he won't survive. Rogue One killed off its entire cast of rebels as they fought to get the Death Star plans. The creator ending in a similar way gives it the kind of weight that usually isn't seen in blockbuster films, where the protagonist is often designed to be as invulnerable as possible. It's a refreshing change of pace and lends the film a certain gravity that some of the best science fiction films often have. The creator premieres in theaters on September 29.